This is the story of a boy who has actually no powers. In this world everyone has normal magic powers, and the one who doesn't have it is very weak. Tatsuya is considered a very. His family belongs to a rich family. She comes on top among all the families. In the case of powers, and there is Tatsuya. Considering that he had no powers, his mother did some experiments on him, so that his power could return, but despite that, he didn't have any power. In this thing, Tatsuya expressed his emotions and desires lost, but her mother is back. Even though the sackcloth was about to stop. I tell her, but she doesn't listen. Now it's like this. These experiments continued, and Tatsuya. One day suddenly Tatsuya grew up. He felt his power. He has power now. She had come, but she had told this to her family. I did not tell any of them, because of which he was considered useless, and his own sister. If you keep me as a bodyguard, then tell the story. In the beginning we see that now Tatsuya, that mother and her sister Miyake are going somewhere. Actually he had just gotten off the plane and gone to another place. I am going there because there is a function. The function in which his family is going to take place. Going there where I have been invited. They're all currently traveling in business class. But to Tatsuya everything else was normal. Where he was hungry. Now he sits thirsty at the airport. After reaching there, Miku is telling her mother was whether we should carry it with us always. I should go. This feels so useless. But his mother says that you can consider him as your servant. There is no need to understand much now. I was going to stay in a hotel, and after coming there. Later Mick was saying that I was on the plane. She got tired of sitting. But her mother said yes. She just says that she gives it to Suya also. Take me with you, but Miku wants that. She wasn't, but she had to obey him. Now she has gone from there with Tatsuya. Goes, and we see that she is enjoying the sunset. She was doing this when suddenly she collided with someone. Was about to, but Tatsuya saves her. I'm a soldier in this place, but the soldier intentionally collided with Miku, and after this he was shouting at Miku. But Tatsuya herself is behind Miku. Next comes the person at whom the soldier is angry. He goes and is about to attack Tatsuya. Was about to dodge his attack, but Tara's Suya. He stops very easily after seeing this. Both the soldier and his friend Mayuka they were surprised, but after this the soldier again. Tat was about to attack with all his power. Suya first warns him and says that he's making a huge mistake, but the soldier does not agree, and then he attacks. But Tatsuya has already launched his attack. Seeing this, Miku throws him down. Tatsuya was even more shocked after this. Takes him from there. Now when he goes back, Miku was surprised, and she never told her. I had never felt my brother's power so much. His view on Tatsuya changed. After she returns, she tells everyone that Tatsuya saved his life, but Tatsuya says he is just following orders. On this his mother says that yes, it was like that. You should do it now. Later let's see what happens to Suya's mother now. My health was a little bad, because of which I was there. But there was going to be a royal party for which I was here to take care of him. Miyake had to go to Hanami. Miyake came there. She tells him that her mother is unwell. You are going there too, and you are going to Tatsuya. Now Miku agrees to take me there too. Later we see that when he leaves from there. When they left, Hanami was thinking in her mind that she herself is an AI robot, so she wants is that Miku and Tatu or each other treat him like a sibling. Tatsuya. Now we party. During which time let's see that Miku is still there. She had already reached. She comes forward and everyone greets her. But nobody notices Tatsuya. I didn't notice he was alone there in the corner. I was standing there when Miyake goes ahead. He finds two more siblings, and she was very happy to meet him here, but both the siblings talked for a while. Tat asks about Suya and its. Later both of them went there near Tatsuya. The father of those two kids had just arrived. There he tells Mayuka that he is sorry. I don't know that you are from the Shuba family. There should be a successor, and after this Miku will have to face this problem. It didn't make any difference but when he was there. But if she looks at the other side, then she is still sleeping. I was happy to talk to both of them, and Mayuke was smiling a little after seeing this. Feels jealous because Tatsuya never. I did not even smile while talking to him. But then to convince himself I think that the Tuba family is the best in Japan. It is a powerful maze family if they are. If you think Suya is so weak, then really, he must be weak, so she thinks that she. No need to worry too much, but. And again smiling at Tatsuya. She looks at it and starts feeling jealous again. Well, this party goes on like this. After a few days we see that the sack is still there. Suya, his mother, Hanami, and Muku all are on a boat. But those people had come for a stroll while roaming around. Muku says that she was taking a photo. I want to take a photo with Suya, but the tattoo. Or first takes permission from his mother, and only after that he takes the photo. Then suddenly, the speed of the boat started increasing rapidly and its brakes also started failing. There were some missiles coming their way right now. I don't know who fired it, but they. Seeing this, Tatsuya immediately extended his hand and slows down the time, after which he destroy those missiles there underwater. Seeing this, Miyako understood that this Tatsuya has power, but it is very weak. Tatsuya was more surprised that her power. How can it use itself? Because using magic power in this world, it wasn't that easy for him either. The gadgets seem to be very. There should be more control later. We see when he comes home. The army commander had come there and he said it was that they did not know that. After all, who fired that missile, but it was his. I am doing complete research, but then I got angry. That mother says there is no need anyway. We did not notice her after she joined the army. When the commander was about to leave from there, he came to know. Shows that his juniors have defeated Miku. Had trouble and Tatsuya defeated them. On this he first sat down and was silent. Apologizes to those soldiers, and Tat then tells Suya that if you want, then there can be spare parts in their training camp. For he may come and spare means for their. Actually all the other tattoos or a member of an Arta's Suba family. Understand that's why he knows that Tat Suya will be strong, so he will train him. Now if you want, then why don't you buy this? I wasn't even thinking about it, but mother says she should go there. Because he stays at home anyway. He doesn't know anything, so he is a little. Miyako says that he will learn to fight as well. That she too has to go with him, that's the reason. Tells her that she is a little weak now, and if Taru's Suya can't protect him, and protect yourself by becoming strong. And it was just an excuse for her, but his mother says yes. In the next scene, we see that they have reached that place where all the other soldiers were now. These two were undergoing training just now. But I was standing there watching them, when the commander asks, are you also with them? I want to train now, Tatsuya. At first, he looks at Muku, but she doesn't react at all. That's why I am so upset. Had said yes now during the fight. Let's see who is there with the sackcloth. He had really come to fight. He is a strong soldier, but Tara's Suya is his. Pet him slowly while avoiding every attack. But he hits him, because of which the soldier stays there. Falls down and loses there now. The second one is called its attack. He was very fast, but he was defeating this too, and here we see that when Tatsuya attacks, the soldier in front also stops his attack. Because Tatsuya is at full power. Now when the person in front was not attacking, Soldier Tat was about to attack Suya. So he would grab her hand and throw her down. And with this he had lost the second. On the other side we see that Muku is still with his brother. I was surprised to see them fighting, but then. And the second soldier who killed Tara's Suya earlier. He was found here by Tatsuya again. He challenges, he wanted to take revenge. For the day when Tatsuya gave her. I had hit him. Now the fight was about to start. But Miyako was still worried, but Tatsuya says he has nothing to worry about. There is no need now, the fight starts. And the soldier knows his magic power right from the beginning. Seeing that he was using it, Miyako says that this is cheating, but Tatsuya says that this is not cheating in the real world. You might even meet a magician. who knows how to use magic, and with that, while fighting he cannot say that this is cheating. Now Tatsuya here, that soldier, sees the movement of, and at first he dodges it and then extends his hand. While doing this, use your power in the right amount. He does not use much power. This is why he did it right now. The power of the soldier was stopped, due to which his speed had reduced considerably near Tatsuya. On the way he would knock him down and beat him. Now after this the soldier stands up and gives. Ta shakes hands with Suze, and now I was talking nicely to all three of them. In the match, Tatsuya used his full power. Didn't even use it that way because it knew that if he used all his power, if he does, then these three will not survive here. But that soldier tells his name is Danny, and now he had also become a friend of Ta Suza. Well, later we see that when Tara's both Suya and Miak returned home, then suddenly it is mentioned in the news that their island's defense barrier is weak. I think this means an attack could happen at any time. Because of this, all the people on that island, these people must go away from here now, were also planning to get out of here. Just then Tatsuya's mother receives a call, which was her sister's. She was saying that you need to remove that spell from Tatsuya, which should compress its power. In simple words, here he does. Tat asks him to remove the spell on Suya, so that Tatsuya could use his full power. Actually this Suya's mother has a twin sister in the next scene. We see that it is there to get out. I just went to a shelter for the situation was getting worse and it was difficult to get out of here. There isn't that much time for the shelter. But we come to know that right now this is there. The special guard is going to be Danny, and along with that there are many more. The guards kept them inside the shelter. Goes to a place where there were many other families as well. Everybody was feeling a little weird right now. Meanwhile, Tatsuya suddenly hears the sound of a gun, which was coming from such a distance that the rest did not hear him. He would put his hand down. I feel like I'm actually in this place. Magic has been used to increase their power. It absorbs, which is why it gets its power. Cannot fully utilize the. Now he has to go out to find out about this. He was about to lose his power in the meantime. Remove that spell from over Tatsuya, which was reducing its power. After this he comes out and looks outside. The situation was a little bad, so we came in. Let's see that a team of soldiers is there right now. But she had come and was telling everybody that I have to go with them because that shelter is empty. Are going to do it, but on this Suya's mother says that he should take everyone else now. Put them last because Hanami hobby on Tatsuya just went out. She asks if they need help. I am worried, but she says that no, they don't trust the soldiers. Let's see that this was true because now the soldier actually pointed his gun at these people. But Hanami saves them. Came forward and created a barrier. I had done it on the other side. Danny is still there. Which comes to that soldier in this way. He was surprised to see them behaving like this. He tries to explain, but he says that Danny is are more powerful and they never. He did not get respect because he was with them. They would not give it. But Danny was explaining to them that, look, you don't have to do that. This could be a huge mistake and in the end, you won't gain anything now, believe me. He went and put his gun down. But in the meantime Hanami with her power, seeing that she kills a soldier. Soldiers get angry and point guns at each other. Tantabul was killed at the same place, now only there. But a circle is created, which is there was a portal through which Tatsuya came there. He had gone there, and as soon as he reached there, all those soldiers, I started eliminating them one by one. After this we see that Muku is there. Was lying down and she was she had not died, so she went ahead. He comes and keeping his hand on her chest, before the magic power could heal him. Here we are inside the mind of Muku. Let's see if he can hear Tazra's voice now. But she was thinking that he would finally. Why is he saving when he has got everything? After that Suya did not forgive him. He should also feel bad about this thing. And she thinks she should die. But then suddenly her eyes looked real. It used to open in the world and she was surprised to see it. That now she's alive, she's wondering if, can I really bring Taras or anyone else back to life? This power is a very big power. Then we see that Maku's mother is there. He was completely dead. His breathing stopped. But after that Taras Suya had gone to her. He takes out a gun from it through which he can shoot his. Using their full energy, they also. It gives life back and also here. Seeing that Hanami had also come back to life. Muku was even more surprised as well. Hanami was also interested in this place because she liked this. I did not know about it. She says that there is no healing power on earth that can. That only then we can bring a dead person back to life. Let's see, the army commander arrives there. And he apologizes to her for all this. People forgive him, but Tatsuya says he wants an army suit and a tank. Because he knew that this attack was. Because of where it is happening, he needed army help. The army commander was surprised to hear that he had to help. But they agreed to it. It is said that if anyone wants to surrender, then you have to leave him, but Taras Suya. He says he's not going to do that at all. Because they made a huge mistake. Later when the sack was about to be soldered, then Maku comes there and asks him why. Going there is going to be a lot of danger. But on this Tatsuya says that no, Jin. People hurt his sister. He won't leave them, and here he is. While talking you also share your secret. Reveals it and says that in this hole. For her in the world from her little sister. Not much and nothing special. If someone hurts him, if he tries to deliver, then for this. It can even destroy the whole planet. And saying this he goes away from there. On the other hand, we see that there is. People were attacking. There were too many people. He had brought it and he is this through water. They were coming to the island and attacking there. Tatsuya was also there with his tank. He reaches out to some people along with. I was just deleting it with my power. But in this thing he has to face a lot of problems one by one. It was going to take a lot of time, and here. Those companions of his who were dying. He also. I was healing all this stuff on the other side. But Muku and his mother were able to see Muku. She asks her mother what happened to Tatsuya. What is the secret of power? His mother knows this. I already knew it all. She said it's okay. So now I'll tell you the truth. The Shuba family is the most powerful family. I have a family, but Taras Suya is such a boy. Who didn't have any magic powers. He tried to force her to have a. In order to give him magic power. When I started experimenting. During this. Tasia has lost all her senses and emotions. He only had one thing left here. I was about to tell you that thing, but before that. Muku also comes to know that in reality. It wasn't only Suya who. He might have lost something during the experiment. The same thing happened to my mother as well. I lost all my emotions during that time here. Miak gets to know that Tatsuya. Now there is only one emotion left, which was. His love for his sister is why he. Can do anything for his sister and. To take revenge for the same thing. Now it's going to attack people. Hearing this. Muku starts feeling even worse. And now here he is doubly bad because of this thing. It seems so because his mother had emotions. If it isn't there, then if he sees Taras Suya like this. If she treats with it, then it is a normal thing. But Muku has emotions, after all. Why did she treat him this way? While Tuts always obeys everything he says. Has come this side, we see that right now. 6 more shapes appeared before Suya, which. She was powerful and was attacking them. Now there was no use in attacking them one by one. Taras Suya did not have any intention to attack. It must be so powerful that the one who. Because of this all 6 ships could get destroyed. Taras, or it will take time for that. That time. Asks for it and starts using his attack. He has to do a lot of measuring for that. He needed to know where to launch this attack. On the other hand, we see that when this thing. When Hanami sees this. She asks Tatu or her mother. She asks if he is going to help Tatsuya. On this, Tatsuya's mother says that this. If she wants to go, then she can go. She can't say anything about it now. In the next scene we see that when they're measuring for the Tarsis or that attack. Then those 6 ships attacked them here. The rest of the church tries to stop her. But he couldn't hold her for long. Then Hanami comes there that she starts stopping those attacks with her power. It will take some time for him to stop those attacks. Succeeds because she has used the barrier. But in making this barrier, he had lost all his energy and he himself is an AI robot. That's why he is fast. She was about to be finished, but the measurement of Tatsuya would have been completed in. After this he uses his attack and then there is a very strong. This blast happens. This blast is was so fast that it could destroy 6 ships as well as the rest. All the soldiers who were on normal ships were there. And a very large water. The web was coming towards them but it was somehow. They escape from there later. We also learn that Hanami is no more to survive because she used her energy. I used it too much and it caused a problem. It didn't matter, Tatsuya was able to heal it again. Could mean he could fix her. But Hanami refuses to do this. She says that she is an AI robot and she always follows orders. And he always accepts the others. She lived her life according to her will even though she did not want to. Now she was going to die and this was her. She is going to have her own will, so she asks Suya not to correct her. On whom even the sackcloth Suya agrees to his words. After this the scene changes and we get to know that 3 whole years have passed now. We are done with this incident and now we are in trouble. Both Mayuk joined Magic High School. Today was the first day of school. When Suya reaches there he gets the most. First I meet a girl. Her name is Mayumi. And actually this is student councils. He is the president there, he is Tatsuya. She says if you are a new student, if you need any help then you can contact me. You can say. Tatsuya says thank you to him. Well, he notices that Mayum has. CD is a device. It is the same device that used to harness magic. He understood that this was no ordinary. He is not a person. That is why he says Tatsuya that I don't need any help now that she's there. It comes inside the high school. Here he sees that there are still many new students had joined, hence 2 different. The place was divided. Actually the entrance was here. When the ceremony is taking place, the children sitting in the front. He belongs to a good family. And they were asked to sit in the front and those who were sitting behind are new students or say whether he is weak or strong. Tatsuya does not belong to a rich family. Knows where he should sit because. So he goes and sits in the last position now. Then a girl comes there and she tells that her name is Mizuki and that she is next to him. I sat down here with Mizuki. A friend also came whose name was Erika. Later Miku came there to give a speech. Now later we will see that the night when Miku cooks something for Tara's or she was very angry at that time. Because Tara's Yarne successfully completed high school. Joined. That means he was there. I got admission which was not that easy. But still someone from his family. I did not even say congratulations to him. Now I am angry. Because of his power, i.e. ice. The magic power was releasing itself. But Tatsuya comes there and tells him that he doesn't need to be angry about this. Now we will see later that it is morning now. Both of them had received training from there. When I was running towards the ground. When they reached there, then the people there. They were fighters. They would have attacked Tatsuya. And this was all part of the training. Suya also started fighting with them and slowly he was defeating everyone here. Miku just stood there looking at him. His would-be sensei is here. They come and their intentions don't seem right. Because of this Tara's Suya was telling the rest of the people. Defeating him and coming here to fight with sensei. Comes for the torso or the kick that was. She was very powerful. But sensei could not control her. Let's stop it and here now and Tatsuya. Tut started fighting a little seriously with. Suya also got a little shocked while fighting with them. It was because Sasai was much older. He doesn't look like one but he is very powerful. And in the end it's tarnished or very tired. After which sensei stops and says, we have to stop today's training here. After this the scene changes and we Let's see that Tara's Suya is in his class right now. I was here when he was working on the computer. As I was typing here is Erika and Mizuki was looking at him and he was saying that Tara's Suya is very good at operating the computer. Well, that's why there we have a man named Leo. Let's see the boy. This is Tazra's here. Very high considering the typing speed. Was surprised, he says, you really. He is very good at operating a computer. What shows power is actually reinforcement. The magic power turns on here that Tara's. I was also asking about Suya's power. But Tatsuya says that he has such a. There is no special magic power. He says that he wants to be a magic engineer. On this, I was a bit surprised. Just then there. The teacher comes and that is why he stops talking. Later he gives company during lunch time. We were sitting and having lunch when Muku came there. And she was going to have lunch with them. Only then does his rank mean that he is as powerful as him. All those who were placed in the upper class. Children come. One of them is named Sun. Here he tells Muku that you don't have lunch with these weak students. But you should come with us. Leo was very angry at this. Immediately challenged Sun to a fight. And for this the Sun was also ready, but then Taru's Suya starts leaving from there and he says we shouldn't fight now. Because of this the fight had stopped for now. But they meet again after school. Here both the groups are completely were ready to fight and in no time. The fight also begins. During this time a girl accidentally hits her cat. Uses the device and its use. While doing this, his device broke down. Because of this the whole power is unleashed which. That darkness had power but that power. It ended as soon as it was unleashed because right now. That girl had no control over him. Using his magic power so much. The aura that spreads there because of doing this. There Mizuki feels Mizuki is there. Is the student council president and here. Comes and with her here is a woman named Mary. A girl also comes who is disciplined. The community that has been created to maintain. He is its leader. He comes here and meets all these people. She says you made a huge mistake. Magic after school or during school. Attacking your teammates using. It is wrong and that too without any reason. Since now they had to go with him. Now he will be punished for this, but only then. Tattoo comes forward to handle the situation. Says that he has done more than his. To show his power to the powerful student. And that is why he lost his power. Although there was no proof of it. That all this is true, but then Mayam comes forward. Saying that maybe Tatsuya is right. Because of this, Mary forgave him. But she was saying that from next time onwards she will look. And no one will ever make such a mistake again. Now after both of them have left, there is no center here. I was telling Surya that even though you tried to help us but I couldn't help myself. I won't forgive you, you're still the one. If you are a boy from a weak class then he too. He goes from there but those two girls. One of them used his darkness power. He came here and used it with Tatsuya. She was apologizing and at the same time thanking him. I was telling him to save them or else she could have been suspended and after that she would have been tar. Actually she asks him to go with Suya. They are both members of the powerful class. Then we see that when on the way, he was going here with Erika Muku. She asks why the cat device she has. So how does it get modified? She says that all the work is taken care of by Tatsuya. He is the one who modifies his cat device. And makes you stronger now Erika says here. Was wondering what to do with her cat device. It can also fix the meaning and more. Can upgrade but Tara's Suya on it. He refuses. Now we'll see the next day. That when he was coming back from school Mayam. She comes there and stops them and says. That he has to discuss something important so I met him at lunch. Now during lunch. Let's see Mayumi was telling that. There is a vacancy in the student council. That's why she invites Miyaka here. But on this Miku says that Tara's Suya. He is more talented than him, that's why he gets this. Position should be available but now situation and seeing the need. Muku had to work for him. I was selected, that's why Mary says. That in his discipline community also there is a The post is vacant for which you can apply. Can do it, then we'll see that now. Those people want to check their ability. He went there and he focused his energy on one thing. Had to be inserted and the thing would move from its place, and his speed will tell you that these. How much energy do people have for their magic? Erica tries it first here. His energy was still good, but it went down when. If he tries, then that thing becomes very. Tatsuya moves slow because of this. I was thinking that it was really too much. He is weak and his magic power is the lowest. Is that in the evening when they're in the council hall? When I was going, I was thinking that he would have to undergo discipline. He should not join the community. Should refuse this now that he is there. When they arrive, they meet. Student Council Vice President Dut. This boy from Yayabu absolutely loves Tatsuya. I didn't like that he would come forward immediately. And ignoring Tatsuya, Muku. This boy says hello to Muku too. I didn't like it, but now he is a student. This is because he is the vice president of the council. She also says hello to him. Now there is Mary. She was saying that those people joining the discipline community. But on hearing this, Jabu started shouting. Says that Tatsuya is so weak to him. There is no need to keep in a disciplined community. There is no need. Muku got angry at this. She angrily says that Tat has to defeat Suya. The score was more than that score. He is strong, so don't underestimate him. But now Jabu is unable to say anything. Then Taras goes and stops him with his hand and says, "You can fight me if you want. This will let you know that I click here to join this community. Am I capable of completing school now or not?" Later Tatsuya and Jaya Abu both face to face. And they were going to fight. Go here. He seemed very confident. Because the cat device he has is real. I double his power, and he knew how weak Tatsuya. He will defeat him easily, but now when the fight. It starts, and as soon as Jabu comes with his cat. Activates the device in just this much. The device stops working and Jabu loses the game from the start. It had already ended, that's why the rest. Everybody seemed very surprised. At the same time here Tatsuya Jaya is behind Abu. I came and stood there and all this happened so quickly that nobody even saw anything. Tatsuya. I had one here, but later those people. Ask him which one did he take. The technique used by Mary here. It seemed as if maybe Tatsuya had done some magic, which increases its acceleration. He asks, but Tatsuya tells him that he didn't use any magic, he just. Jaya came running there and followed Abu. It was impossible to do this because of this. Here Mayim was saying how this. If it is possible, then he tells that he does it every day. He trains here and Muku too. She tells me that they are both ninjutsu masters. But here, it was a little difficult for Mayim to believe that. After all, how did Jaya Abu lose? So I cried over this. Tells that he used Zion webs. Zion webs actually affect the brain, due to which Jabu relies on his own magic. I couldn't control myself and fell down. Such a high Zion web in such a short age. It was impossible to use it, says Tatsuya. That he used many Zion webs at once. I used it. There was a girl standing there. The one whose name is Suzune says that she has figured it all out. She tells me that Tatsuya has given 3 Zion webs had sent him along, because of which Jabu is like now. A normal age student cannot tolerate it. On the other side, Jabu was also surprised to hear this. He had realized his mistake because he apologizes to Miku here. Taras was not apologizing to Ya because she did not feel that Taras or she would be forgiven. He will do it, and after that he goes away from there. Now that very night we see that when Taras or I was working on my computer when, but Muku comes and asks if she can upgrade his cat device. But Tatsuya says that yes, I have spent a lot of time. I have not checked your cat device since. He was checking her out before he could see her. Has to be completely scanned in the machine. After scanning we see that Muku was trying to get over Tatsuya's. Could develop the plot together, but Taras or its. Now Muku was not ready for any device, which uses very bright light. She leaves and Tatsuya falls unconscious there. He falls down and when he regains consciousness, by then it was morning and time to go to school. This also happened today in the discipline community. It was Tatsuya's first day when he went there. Then we get to know that the boy's son has joined there and currently. The reason why both of them have joined together. Since he is in the same position here both of them. He is told that today is his first day. And being in a discipline community. Because they have to use their magic devices. Has the permission but he is misusing it. I can't sleep anymore when I'm outside at school. If it comes in then we get to know that. Many clubs are being formed in the school right now. And all students join those clubs. Can do something to make the club stronger. Having more and more students for. It is important now that we see some of the things Erica were forcing him to leave their club. Erica did not want to join but now those club kids surrounded Erica. I had taken it but then a sack fell there. Arrives and rescues Erica and takes her away from there. After that he goes to another place. Where kondo training was going on. It was actually a club that was a kondo club. There are some girls doing training here right now. I was there just then some boys come there. Those who wanted that place for training. Because of this, they put up a challenge there. And the one who wins that challenge will get that place. If she goes now, a girl will go for the challenge. Comes forward whose name is Mibu and in front. There was a boy named Takaki and both. A fight starts in Mibu. Takaki's first here with the attack. Takes the point which is why Mibu is here. She had won but Takaki says not yet. This fight has just begun, now it is its own. He was telling me to fight with all my might and after this he activates his cat device. Attacking Mibu with magic while doing so. Mibu dodges the first attack and she understood that if she did not dodge this attack, if she did, she would probably be killed. That's when we'll see. That Takaki moved forward to attack again. But Tatsuya already knew the situation. Had understood this. Due to this he came forward and expressed his Xeon blocks Takaki's magic with the web. After which he catches Takaki. But when with Takaki, we see that Tatsuya is actually low rank class, so he is its member. They start attacking them but Tatsuya kills them. Also deactivating the cat device. I was defeating them but now they are too many. Mibu was here because he was a student. But Tut moves forward to help Suya. She was about to but in the meantime her sensei i.e. that his teacher stops him now when the student Suya had come out from there and then he came to know. It seems that someone is fighting behind the gym. And immediately goes to stop them. But when he comes there was no one and suddenly a hand touched his hand. Comes forward to attack but Tatsuya had noticed him. Because he uses Zion webs. But whoever he was, he had fled from there. Tatsuya just has a bracelet on her hand. Well now everyone's help is needed. Tatsuya has become very famous because of this. There is talk of him everywhere. Even when he was sitting in the class when he noticed. He sees Miku looking at him silently. And he would now walk with her into the corridor. Those people were roaming around when Mibu came there. She was asking Chuya if you can go with him to the canteen and give him something. If you want to talk then Tatsuya says that. Not now Mibu says it's okay if he changes his decision then he can do it whenever he wants. And now Mibu had gone away from there. Tatsuya was about to leave because there is some work but Miku asks him that. Will he go to meet Mibu in real? I was feeling a little jealous Miku. But Tatsuya tells him that he is jealous. There is no need to feel. Later we will. Let's see Tatsuya being counseled by a teacher. I actually had to go to the and get some help from everybody. She asks questions and all the students do the same. Their mental health is checked with. To do it here and from Tatsuya. She asks all the questions and he answers them correctly. He also replies in the end just like this. She was asking if Mibu is her lover. On this Tatsuya says no, this is just a rumor. Now at night time he showed us Mibu. She was just telling her teacher that. She said that she is getting worried about this. The teacher says we can't do anything right now. We just need to somehow get Tatsuya on our side. I.e., he has to join your club. Now the scene changes from here. At night time we see that right now the Taurus or. I was telling Muku that maybe someone. There is an organization which has done some wrong planning. And this is an anti-magic group. They don't know yet what that is. Pat Ashuria tells that we are planning. She was attacked by some boy. The one who was wearing a strange bracelet. His image was sent to Miyake through the computer. Shows it, and on seeing it Miku says that it is not as if it is spread over the whole city. There may be a danger. Tatsuya says yes, there is such a thing. Maybe, but the mute was saying that if this happens, our family will call us back. Because if such a big danger comes then we will. You have to be careful, but Suya says no. I'll take a look at it first, eventually. What has happened the next day we see that Tatsuya comes to test his magic. He tests it in the same machine in which he had done it earlier, this time whatever his result was. It took over 900 milliseconds. Which is not much good. After that Tatsuya decides that he wants to meet Mibu once. He will talk to me, he will listen to what she has to say. When Tatsuya was talking to her, so Mibu tells him that she has a club, not getting as much facility as that the other clubs get, and want that Tatsuya join their club so that they can get extra facilities, but Rasuya thought this was wrong because what the student council has decided, that is correct, and they should be given perks accordingly. Now Tatsuya would refuse her and he leaves from there, but on the same day let's see what Mibu's secret group is. He had struck and was saying that they will have to fulfill their demands, otherwise, considering he'll destroy the school. All the students were scared here. Mibu's group cut off the lights everywhere, because of which the doors were automatically opened. They were not opening, but then the Tatsuya decides he wants to talk to Mibu. He will call him and tell him that the council, we are ready to listen to you, and I will listen to you and tell you anything. I won't say it, just to give you this in return. The strike will have to be called off. Now Mibu agrees. But later all the children were caught. It goes that Mibu was saying that you had told us I cheated, but right now my Umi is here. She comes and says that we will give you. I am not cheating. We will listen to you. Now here is the problem with Mibu's club. Had been solved, but during the same time the Tosor notices that a senior boy is also in the same. To ask a friend to join his club. He is asking for it. However, Tua's friend refused. I did it later when that boy would leave. Then Suya's friend tells her that actually this boy is the leader of Mibu's club. That means he is also Mibu's teacher. Hearing that, Tatsuya was shocked and he saw the same thing in his hand. The bracelet also notices he understood. This is the same guy who attacked her. But now here he would stop him. No. We are not going to see the night scene or anything else. Both Miku went to their sensei. When sensei heard this after reaching there, if yes, then he tells that yes, really Kindo, the captain of the club, is from the anti-magic group, is a member of. He also states that the captain's brother is a famous person in Japan. On hearing that he is a member of the anti-magic club, Tatsuya was surprised. He understood that these people were. I will not sit quietly like this. This is definitely something. They will do something because they have a plan for their club. It is not about making things better but about something else. The next day we see that there is a debate going on. And this was because the club is letting them increase their perks, this because he was saying that what facilities should be available which are available in other clubs. But here Mayhem comes forward. It tells that whoever gets as many packs. This debate is actually getting as much as it should. This has been kept so that all the students, so that it can be decided in front of them that the perk they will get is being given, is it correct or not. In the end, it is decided that the student council, he is absolutely correct in saying that they should get only that much perk which has been given to them. Kandu Club needs students like this. I was very sad, and at that time I looked outside. That when this debate was going on there, Some two people brought a big truck and parked it there. And run away from there and do something else. As soon as this debate ends later, there were some students who had it in their hands. He had a bracelet and he started running away from there. But the student of the council is all ready. We're ready for the thing and they immediately. We catch them only then from the windows. Some smoke bottles face inwards but they also threw him out of magic. I had thrown it back to my side after that. Now there are 3 people would come inside that hall with guns. But he was ready for this also. Mary had her. She stops them with magic power, because of which, since now he can't do anything to Tatsuya. Even though it was not known that their attack. What is the reason for doing this? But he did other things. Everyone was informed, so they were already prepared. Now those people go out where most people were ready with guns, but now everyone. People were working together because of this. They cannot do anything. That is why the council is there. The teacher comes and tells Takuya and the others. Tells that the main motive of these people here. The intention was not to attack the hall, but attack on school library. And that is why they attacked here. So that we get distracted. He is here. But she was also saying that even though Mibu was there, she is together, but it's not her fault. Because the one who was his teacher, i.e. that club. He is the leader of the anti-magic group. He is the one who manipulated Mibu to be with them. Now Tattoos and all others to work together. They decide to save Mibu, and this group is also afraid of doing what it wants. Leo says, I'm from here. I will take care of the people, after which everyone will be there. Leo had moved ahead from here and now he is alone with everyone. Was fighting Tatsuya tells that there is reinforcement magic nearby, due to which it is not easy for him to fight everyone alone. It is easy, he knew that very soon he would. He will beat people, that's why he is from Leo. He says that he will go to the library as soon as possible. Come and defeat these people and come to the library. After reaching outside, by Tara's or by your power, scans who is standing there. So that might make things a little easier for them now. He immediately entered the library. After coming inside they fight with him. But he defeats them and gets a little. The powerful member comes there. Erika says that she alone will fight against the one who. Later both Taras and Miku moved on. The Miak helps Tua go ahead first. After that, with the help of his device, she was flying behind Tatya and now she was following him. We look into a secret room in the library. Mibu was just standing there thinking that what he did was right or wrong because he helped the leader of the anti-magic group. And here we get to know that actually he is the data of Mysterious Man's school. And that's why he's here. But inside the library, save the data with your pen. I was copying it to the drive, but at the same time, Tatsuya comes there and tells his Zion. Jam those networks with the help of the web. Now one of the men there is a Tears. Moves to attack Suya. But Tara's Suya is very quick too. I had defeated him and stopped him here, but Mibu still. I did not accept my mistake, but then when Muku. She explains it to him, after which he also felt that he has really made a huge mistake. She did not want to accept her mistake. Then suddenly, another man from behind who is their data. He was stealing and he gives orders to Mibu. Mibu would agree to attack him. But Rasuya blocked his attack as well. After which Mibu started running away from there. Now Muku chases him to stop him. She was about to, but Tatsuya stops her. Says that Erika is outside the library. Will stop him out there. We see that the same thing happens to Erika as well to Mibu. She stops him, but Mibu is not ready to give up here. She was not ready for that. She picked up the sword. Lee was ready to fight, but Erika was very angry with him. She defeats him soon and tells him that she has trained with Mary, who is one of the. She is senior to both of them. We see here outside that right now he is the captain of the Kondo group, i.e. that the teacher was running away from there, but then some people stop and grab hold of us now. In the evening we see that Mibu regains consciousness. Actually he had fainted during the fight. After she regained consciousness she became angry with everyone. She apologizes and says she has done a lot. I made a big mistake. She was alone, that's why. She got influenced by the teacher's words and these people have now joined the magic group. Also knew that in fact that man has manipulated him, because of which he is Mibu. Forgive me by the way, Mibu here right now. Tat was especially apologizing to Tatsuya. Suya also forgave him, only then he noticed that their council teacher. He stood there near the gate and watched those people. She is listening to the conversation. She comes there and tells that he had met the leader of the anti-magic group. I've found out the secret hideout. Everyone was shocked on hearing this, and he decided that he will go there right now and meet that leader. Because here only that person is there. The leader's pawns were present now. Tatsuya and all the rest had left for here. Not everyone had come. Just a few came with Tatsuya. Now after reaching outside that place we had come, Tatsuya scans with his power that there's really too much of it in this building. There are people now when they come outside that gate, in whom he was a leader, he would notice. There are a lot of members here too. And everybody has guns too, but still. Both Suya and Miak had come inside here. But after coming inside, that leader is now above them. He doesn't attack you, he says you are very smart, you have understood all my plans. I found out about it, and also here he is with his. Throws his glasses in the air, and the technique which he uses. He controlled Mibu's mind, and here we learn that he has kept his words. Did not manipulate Mibu, but he has a magic power that he can subjugate anyone, and same power here and over Tara's Suya. But he sees that. He understands that his power is not working. I couldn't figure out why this was happening, but now he has no other option but this. He didn't, because he only had one. There is magic power, and if this doesn't work, if yes, then he will just have to fire the bullet now. He asks everyone to shoot, but suddenly all the guns broke and fell down. Seeing this, she falls even more. They were shocked, so they started running away from there. But Tara's was following him when everyone else there is on top of Tarsus Suya. They move forward to attack, but in the meantime Muku uses his ice magic power on them. This makes a man freeze. After seeing this, everyone was surprised. But after this Muku slowly, she starts attacking everyone. Everyone slowly started to settle down, and on the other side, we see that the rest of the people had come. They were attacking from the other side, so that he could see it from both the sides. The people living there could also surround the building. A friend of Tara's Suya was looking after us. Now let's see if Tara's Suya is in another room. Comes out from where that leader comes. It was hidden, but there were a lot of people here again. The Tatsuya came inside and started spinning his same web. Leaves, because of which everyone has that gun. It gets destroyed, but now she is a leader. He immediately stood up with a plan. Uses its jamming device too. The magic power that Taru's Suya possesses is jam. It will happen, but the gun in Tatsuya's hand. She was not running on magic, that's why. Tatsuya using it, everyone there. Now the man was scared and he was about to run away from there, but in the meantime. Then from the other side came Tatsuya's friend, which goes to this building from the other side. He was holding that man. I just caught that boy so angry. It was coming that he had even taken one hand of that man. It was cut off. Later the force arrives there, who catches the man and takes him to another place. On the other side we see that the men who are Muku had deposited it. That too was slowly getting better. Was starting to happen, and the force caught him too. After this we see that the Mibu's treatment is going on inside the hospital. He was there and now he has been discharged from there. This means he is completely fine now. Mibu's father was also there, that Tat says thank you to Suya because he too had been noticing Mibu's behavior for some time. He seemed a little different, but now he knew the reason. Had left, and now Mibu is fine, so she too were happy when Tua returned to his friends. When he comes closer, he finds out here that Mibu has started liking him and that boy, Kira Green, who cooked that there was helped capture the leader of the magic group. He also likes Mibu, but Mibu had put him in front zone. Now he's back home. While returning, the mute sackcloth was asking Suya that his ability and brain are high school. He is more developed than the student, then why? On why he's studying in high school. Tatsuya says he just has fun here. That's why he's here now. That same night. It is about both Tatsuya and Miak, ninjutsu senseis, for training. He had come here and his training is still going on. I was there and both was performing well, but then Terturia notices that there are trees near someone is secretly watching them from behind, and when he asks him to come forward it turns out that this was actually his counseling. The teacher is Tatsuya. He was surprised to see them. When he asks the reason for this, his sensei, he says that actually his counseling teacher, old Nei student, is here. Tatsuya also gets to know that counseling, the teacher actually works for a security agency. It works, but this secret should not be revealed. Because of this, he went to counseling in high school. Now she is working as a teacher from the very next day. Mayim tells everyone that after a few days, there is going to be a competition in all these schools. And it happens once in 10 years. If he wins this competition once, his words will prevail for 10 years, meaning his respect is the highest among all other schools. Will increase more. Because of this, he will have to pay more for any. This competition was not to be won in any way. She was making a team. She was not calling it a team. Because there will be many games here. A lot of kids are going to die because of this. Still, students should think about them carefully. Gotta take it to Tara's or any game right now. Interested to participate in. He was not there, but he was called by the technical staff here. It is decided to keep it in, but right now it had to prove himself, for which he was Kira. Hara's cat device copies it perfectly. He has copied it absolutely perfectly. I took it when Kira Green uses it. He wasn't having any problems here. Seeing Tatsuya's typing spirit, he also hobbies with this means Tatsuya can type information very quickly. And this is a plus point for his team. It could have happened because of this that finally everyone, tattoo or technical staff with permission. That means he is kept in their team now. When Tatsuya arrives home, he is greeted by Major. A video call comes from the other side in which Major tells that the place where he was competing, an unknown team is being taken there. It has been seen that he has I don't know, but I am a little worried about Tatsuj. Be cautious, and if something goes wrong, if it happened, then he would get the information. He was working, so he died the next day. We go to the development center because till now, he didn't have it checked by a professional. I had it done by a professional there. And he says it works. Is doing, you can use it, and that secret was used during that competition. Now after this we'll see that when both of them were leaving from there, when on the way, both of them were taken care of by their father and his butler. The butler who was here just now meets Miku. So very nicely, respectfully, hello. He says, but he doesn't pay attention to Tatsuya. This was causing Miku to get angry. And she shouts at him saying, you should respect Tatsuya too. But the butler says no. They are silent. He is a successor, but he is not a tough guy. Everybody treats Taya just like a servant. Mugu would get angry at this and he would immediately. She was going to ground him with her energy, but Tatsuya stops him and they both. From there we go to school the next day. Tatsuya tells everyone that now he is a member of the technical staff, therefore now he will handle everyone's cat devices. On the other hand, we see that Mizuki has just some sound is heard and she is going towards a room. Then he comes to know that his classmate, a boy, knows Miko only at this time that magic I was practicing and now I can summon a spirit, was trying to do what Mizuki wanted, could have hurt me, but in the meantime Tarsus Suya arrives and rescues Mizuki. By the way, later than Tara's Suya Miko Hiko. When he asks what he was doing, but he tells that it is the spirit of Sunny. Was practicing, but he was. I am not able to succeed. I don't know why I am. When will I learn to use magic correctly? Then Mizuki says that you almost got a spirit. Taras had summoned him or asks which one he was. If there was a spirit of that kind, Mizuki explains that. It seems there was a spirit of blue and light color. Hearing that it was some powerful spirit, Miko. He was surprised he wanted to have. There should also be such an ability that he can do it on his own. Now some can see the created spirits. Day after day we see that right now those people. To another place for that competition. He had to leave when he met a bus on the way. You were doing that, then the needle got into something else. It meant two groups were divided right now. We see the first group going in the bus. That some veins start coming towards him. I was about to have an accident on that bus and that van was about to hit them. A van. It had overturned and caught fire. All the students were now using their magic. Could have stopped that van while doing this, but everyone. If they use magic together, then the magic will collide with each other and get cancelled. Looking at the thing here, Mayim is in his school. Tells the boy Queso that she can use her power. But if it is here, if he uses his power, then there will be no effect. Won't happen because it can't stop the fire. Seeing this, Mayume first showed her power. Extinguishes the fire, after which Casso had stopped that van. Next scene. They had arrived at the destination inn. By the way, after coming here from Tattoo or Miak, he was saying that the accident that happened, no one did it by mistake, even though the situation. It appears that a van has accidentally collided with the second van, due to which the van overturned and came towards their bus. But in reality it was not like that which was happening in the van. The driver was driving that way intentionally. I had caused the accident. Now this is what I have to say. I did not know why this happened. After that let's see, right now at night, that one was staying at a hotel, but Miko was the only one. He was still busy with his training there. I was outside the hotel, and at night I was the spirit he is trying to summon. During this time he felt another energy. Even though he cannot see his spirit now. Or else he can use his magic completely. He can't control it, but he knows it. It was that this energy was not his. Because he understands that there is someone else here. But he could not see anyone but the one who. The energy was coming from that direction. Decides to move ahead in the direction. At first he was thinking that he would get this thing. Information about the I am not afraid at all, and move forward alone. Due to this, he gets motivated. Moves forward, but now there were three people here who. Miko was the one who was going to attack Ko with power, but at the same time their power. When someone destroys Mako herself. When he looks back, he actually sees a sack there. It was Suya, and he had saved him, and there were people who had fled from there. Now Miku saw him. He leaves from there after saying thanks. The general comes there, and he was telling that this group must be the same group about which I talked to you. In the same way, saying about Heek that he was almost just like you. There is a day left now. After taking rest, the competition starts. It goes on. We see that now everybody has to face had to serve over water with magic power. And in the first match here, Mary won. By the way, all these cat devices had participated. Has just been re-upgraded by Takuya. When the first match of this competition starts. So Mary was at the forefront of this, and she was very. Tatsuya was performing well. I had told him earlier that during the competition, which magic should he use and how. Because of this, his surf speed was. It has become faster than before because of this now. They win the first match. We are on the other side. Let us see that on the same day in the afternoon. Suya is called to a meeting. After going there, he finds out that a man needs to know a little about that group. There is information which is there outside the hotel. It was seen it is called No Head Dragon. And their main target is to stop this competition. But this is a plus point for them that they already got this information. The competition starts and Mayu wins in it. He had participated in this with his magic. Creating bullets with power. The object had to be hit, in which Mayu was 100% hits, and this match is also for his team. She wins the next match after that. It was about ice breaking, and in this also his contribution was. One member of the team had won. Now she can win very easily. He was winning from this. This made him very happy. I had gained confidence, but there Suzune would say. It is not necessary that he wins every match now. The initial matches are much easier because of this. He is winning more and more than he expected. Tara's Suya will need to take care. Here's a weapon for your friend Leo, which Leo had created for himself. Can use reinforcement magic. Leo later observes him training. First he was testing her so that it turns out that this weapon is really very powerful. That tar is more useful for the needle than this. He also says thank you for this. We will see next day. Mary's back to that surfing thing right now. The match was about to happen now. The match was a little. It is difficult because this time his competitor. They're a little more advanced level, but this. During the match we see that he is still. Was also leading when a girl with her surfer slips off the board, which causes her to. The surfboard comes straight towards Mary. Had almost dodged him, but so. Mary's surfboard is also underwater in. It seemed as if it was falling. The balance got disturbed and later he fell into the water. She falls in and loses the match. And he has to go to the hospital as well. When we go there we see that he is injured so badly. It seems he won't even play his next match.